Hello and welcome to this video on on-prem versus cloud versus hybrid hosting. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about on-prem hosting, including what it is, how it works, and the benefits and drawbacks of using it. Part 1. What is on-prem hosting? On-prem hosting, also known as on-premises hosting or self-hosting, is a method of hosting software applications and services on servers that are physically located on the premises of the organization that uses them. With on-prem hosting, organizations purchase and maintain their own hardware, network infrastructure, and software licenses. This means they have complete control over their hosting environment, including security, performance, and configuration. How does on-prem hosting work? On-prem hosting works by installing and configuring servers and other network infrastructure on the premises of an organization. This can include physical servers, virtual machines, networking equipment, and storage devices. Once the hardware is installed, the organization can then install and configure the software applications and services they need, such as a web server, database server, email server, or file server. The organization is responsible for maintaining the hardware and software, including updates, patches, backups, and security measures. They can also customize the environment to meet their specific needs and requirements. Benefits of on-prem hosting. There are several benefits to using on-prem hosting. Control. On-prem hosting gives organizations complete control over their hosting environment. They can customize the hardware and software to meet their specific needs and requirements. Security. On-prem hosting allows organizations to implement their own security measures, including firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, and encryption. This can provide a higher level of security than cloud hosting, where the provider is responsible for security. Compliance. On-prem hosting can be a better option for organizations that need to comply with regulatory requirements, such as HIPAA or PCI DSS. With on-prem hosting, organizations can ensure that their data is stored and processed in a compliant manner. Cost. On-prem hosting can be more cost-effective for organizations that have large workloads or require a high level of performance. By owning their own hardware and software licenses, organizations can avoid the ongoing costs of cloud hosting. Drawbacks of on-prem hosting. There are also several drawbacks to using on-prem hosting. Upfront costs. On-prem hosting requires a significant upfront investment in hardware, software, and network infrastructure. This can be a barrier to entry for small or medium-sized organizations. Maintenance. On-prem hosting requires ongoing maintenance, including updates, patches, backups, and security measures. This can be time-consuming and requires a dedicated IT staff. Scalability. On-prem hosting can be less scalable than cloud hosting, as organizations are limited by the hardware and network infrastructure they own. This can make it difficult to scale up or down quickly in response to changing business needs. Disaster recovery. On-prem hosting requires organizations to implement their own disaster recovery plans, including backups and redundancy. This can be complex and expensive, and may require additional hardware and software. Common on-prem hosting solutions. There are several common on-prem hosting solutions that organizations can use, including dedicated servers. Dedicated servers are physical servers that are dedicated to a single organization. They can be configured and customized to meet the specific needs of the organization. Virtualization. Virtualization allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical server. This can increase efficiency and reduce hardware costs. Storage area networks, SANs. SANs are specialized storage devices that provide high-speed data access to servers. They can be used to store and manage large amounts of data. Network attached storage, NAS. NAS is a type of storage device that connects to a network, allowing multiple servers to access the same data. Load balancing. Load balancing distributes incoming network traffic across multiple servers, increasing efficiency and reducing downtime. In conclusion, on-prem hosting is a method of hosting software applications and services on servers that are physically located on the premises of the organization that uses them. It offers several benefits, including control, security, compliance, and cost-effectiveness, but also has drawbacks, including upfront costs, maintenance, scalability, and disaster recovery. On-prem hosting is often compared to cloud hosting, which offers scalability, flexibility, and ease of use, but may not be as secure or cost-effective for larger workloads or compliance needs. Overall, the decision to use on-prem hosting depends on the specific needs and requirements of the organization. There are several common on-prem hosting solutions available, including dedicated servers, virtualization, SANs, NAS, and load balancing, that organizations can use to customize their hosting environment to meet their specific needs. Part 2. What is cloud hosting? Cloud hosting is a type of hosting that utilizes a network of servers that are located in data centers around the world. These servers work together to provide a scalable, reliable, and secure hosting environment. With cloud hosting, businesses can access computing resources, such as virtual machines, storage, and network services, on demand, and only pay for what they use. How does cloud hosting work? Cloud hosting works by dividing a large physical infrastructure of servers, storage and network devices into smaller virtual environments. Each virtual environment is referred to as a cloud instance, which can be provisioned and managed independently. The cloud instances are connected to a shared pool of resources, such as storage and network devices, which allows for flexible allocation of resources on demand. Cloud hosting providers typically offer a web-based console or API that enables customers to manage their cloud instances and resources. This allows businesses to easily create, configure, and deploy their applications and services, and scale them up or down as required. Benefits of cloud hosting. Scalability. Cloud hosting is highly scalable, allowing businesses to quickly scale up or down their computing resources in response to changing business needs. This ensures that businesses can respond quickly to market demands, without being constrained by the limitations of traditional hosting. Flexibility. Cloud hosting provides businesses with flexibility in terms of the operating system, software stack, and infrastructure. This enables businesses to customize their hosting environment to meet their specific requirements. Reliability. Cloud hosting is highly reliable, as the infrastructure is designed to ensure high availability and uptime. Cloud hosting providers typically offer multiple data centers around the world, which provides geographic redundancy and reduces the risk of downtime due to natural disasters or other unforeseen events. Cost-effective. Cloud hosting is typically more cost-effective than traditional hosting options, as businesses only pay for what they use. This eliminates the need for upfront investment in expensive hardware, software, and infrastructure. Security. Cloud hosting providers typically have robust security measures in place, including firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, and encryption. This ensures that businesses can benefit from enterprise-grade security without having to invest in expensive security solutions. Drawbacks of cloud hosting. Dependency. Cloud hosting relies on a stable internet connection and bandwidth to function effectively. This means that businesses need to ensure that they have a reliable internet connection to ensure that their applications and services are always available. Control. Cloud hosting can be seen as a loss of control, as businesses do not have direct access to the underlying infrastructure. This means that businesses need to rely on their cloud hosting provider to maintain the infrastructure and ensure its security. Cost. While cloud hosting can be cost-effective for small workloads, it can become more expensive for larger workloads. This is because cloud hosting providers typically charge for data transfer, storage, and other services, which can quickly add up. Data privacy. With cloud hosting, businesses need to ensure that their data is protected and compliant with data privacy laws. This can be challenging, as cloud hosting providers typically store data in multiple locations around the world, which can raise concerns about data sovereignty and compliance. Comparison to other hosting options. Cloud hosting is often compared to other hosting options, such as on-prem hosting and dedicated hosting. While each option has its own strengths and weaknesses, cloud hosting is typically the most flexible, scalable, and cost-effective option. On-prem hosting. On-prem hosting, also known as self-hosting, involves hosting applications and services on servers that are physically located on the business's premises. This option provides businesses with complete control over their infrastructure and data, but requires significant upfront investment in hardware, software, and infrastructure. On-prem hosting is typically best suited for businesses that require complete control over their infrastructure, have specific security or compliance requirements, or have predictable workloads that do not require frequent scaling. Dedicated hosting. Dedicated hosting involves leasing a dedicated physical server from a hosting provider. This option provides businesses with complete control over their server and infrastructure, but requires significant upfront investment in hardware and software. Dedicated hosting is typically best suited for businesses that require high performance and reliability, have specific security or compliance requirements, or have workloads that require a dedicated server. Compared to on-prem hosting and dedicated hosting, cloud hosting is often the most flexible, scalable, and cost-effective option. Cloud hosting allows businesses to quickly scale their infrastructure up or down as required, without the need for significant upfront investment. Additionally, cloud hosting providers typically have robust security measures in place, reducing the burden on businesses to maintain their own security solutions. In conclusion, cloud hosting is a powerful and flexible hosting option that can provide businesses with a scalable, reliable, and cost-effective infrastructure. While there are some drawbacks, such as potential concerns over data privacy and dependency on a stable internet connection, the benefits of cloud hosting typically outweigh the drawbacks. Ultimately, the choice of hosting option will depend on the specific requirements of each business, but cloud hosting should certainly be considered as a viable option for many businesses in today's dynamic and fast-paced environment. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this video helpful.